Hi YouTube, it's me again. Seem to be posting a lot. It's pretty late. It is 2:30 in the morning and I have to get up in 6 hours to, not that big of a deal. My friend Kat is going to dye my hair and it's going to be blue. Yay! Couple little things. I noticed today when I logged on to YouTube that I have 11 subscribers. Part of me is kind of like, why? But but I'm really glad that everybody, signed up and is a little bit interested in maybe some things that I say or stupid things I'm prone to do, whatever. One thing, Jeff from Texas, wrote you an email. I accidentally deleted your comment to my It's Cold in Kentucky. Apparently I'm too chatty and I posted too many comments, so YouTube was trying to make me wait, and every time I go to post, it's always like, here to comment. Well, it was remove, so I accidentally removed your comment, and I didn't want to seem like, God, that girl's a bitch, so I thought I'd do a little thing up to you. I am, of course, in my garage right now because I'm cancer stick, and I'm trying to quit, and I don't smoke in my house, so I'm out here freezing, posting this. I started to make a video for, it was a big response thing, because I don't know if anybody watched the video response I did to Paul, and I mentioned something about staying quiet in the military if you were, a different religion, and I realized I might be giving people the wrong impression about how I feel, because I will say right now that was, the time I was in, I'm ex-Army, that it was the best time of my life. I wish I was still in, but apparently if you shatter both your knees, they're not beating down your door. Whatever. But I did have a wonderful time while I was in, and I learned quite a bit about both myself and what I'm capable of, which I think everybody should at least have an idea, and I thought I did until I went in, and then now the reason I'm bringing this up, I watched a video on somebody was applauding a soldier who refused to go to Iraq and is facing a court-martial. I was a little ticked off because, when you put that uniform on and you sign up, it's not, well, if your views interfere, this is your job. And to me, I think he deserves a court-martial. He does. In my mind, he does. I don't know if maybe it's gone out of style, but I'm still a big believer in honor and doing what you say you're going to. When I signed up, I made a promise not only to my country, but to myself that, I was going to do my job. I was going to be a soldier, end of story, American soldier, and be proud of it. And I am. I've made very few promises in my life. I don't make them specifically because I don't break my promises. I made I believe I've made, other than the military, I think I've made 3 major ones in my life. One was, I actually made 2 when my dad, he was my stepdad, but I call him my dad. He committed suicide 5 years ago. And I promised, one, to myself that I would never, ever have my family deal with, me doing the same thing. I would never allow myself to take my own life, and just because of the pain that it caused us, and and I can't imagine the pain he was in, but I just decided then that wasn't going to be that way. The second promise I made was to my mom that as long as she needs me, that I'm going to be here. And it's been it's almost been 6 years now, and she's getting her wings back. She's talking about moving out, leaving me, and it's good for her, and it'll be good for me too. But as long as, if she has second thoughts about it, that's all right. I'm still going to be here because I promised her that. The one I was thinking of, I did make a promise to a best friend of mine that I would not be, you would never find me with a needle in my arm or, coke up my nose, because, that was just from watching friends of ours that we lost who got caught up in the drug scene. And I always said I would not do that. And I haven't, and I won't. So, but what I was talking about, honor, and I believe in my country, and I believe, no matter how many jackass politicians we have, there is something here. There is, and I think some people forget, and maybe they don't see it because we're so caught up in what's going on, but I'm proud of who I am and where I came from, and everything else. And I think America stands, they always say it stands for democracy and things like that, but I don't think it does. I think it's hope and stubbornness and fighting for our right to be here and be heard. And it wasn't an easy time. We don't have the long history that other countries have, but we have a great one. And we have, this is a wonderful country. Everybody has their problems, but for someone to say that they're going to disgrace their uniform, it's not about who's president. It's about the military. And the military, no matter what he says and what he does, it'll keep rolling along. And people like me and my friends, my sisters and my brothers in the service, they'll continue to fight because that's what they agreed to do. They promised to do so. People may not agree with the fight, and people can come and, and some of them have come home from Iraq and people have spit basically in their face, but that's okay. Because they're still going to go, and they're still going to do what they promised to do, and they are going to wear their uniform with honor. And I think it's just a shame that this guy never learned that in all of his training. And I really do hope he is court-martialed, because I'll be damned if I'm going to sir him as an officer if he won't even follow the very basics. I don't know where he did his training, but it sure as hell wasn't like how I did mine. So I guess that's my rah-rah America speech here. And I think I'm going to go to bed. And probably when I come on tomorrow, I'll have a little bit of blue in my hair. So that's looking forward to that, aren't we? Have a good day, good night, wherever you are. See y'all later.